You're absolutely right, Dr. Kohli. The Viksit Bharat ambition is the goal here. Mr. Ramakrishnan, your thoughts on this credible movement that the government has put into motion, and this is not something which is directed towards a certain class or a certain a group of people. This is something which is for the whole nation. This is something which is all encompassing when it comes to progress and transformation.
Exactly, because unlike airports, we can say that only the upper 20% of the population has been using it, whereas as far as railway stations are concerned, everybody is using it, irrespective of the economic strata, educational strata, social strata, whatever it may be. So everybody is using it, and I would like to tell the genesis of this, because when Prime Minister Modi, when he was at the time the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he inaugurated Vadodara bus station, and at that time he raised a point: if airports can be so nicely built and then maintained, and then with all the convenience and comfort, and then he refers to the Vadodara railway station, Vadodara railway station, Vadodara bus station also, saying that if Vadodara bus station could be constructed like this, so beautifully and so elegantly, what stops us from developing the railway station to this level? So that was the genesis point, and that was there in his mind even before he became the Prime Minister, and that's how actually the whole dream of converting the Indian railway stations to world-class stations where all the facilities are being provided to all the commuters. So it took so much time because this is a new concept, new idea, whereas in airports and all, we have built it only in the last 20 years, and because of that we are able to build everything afresh with lot of state-of-the-art facilities. Whereas if you take the railway stations, some of them are even 150 years old. So, and many of them were constructed at a later point of time, and they were all not constructed for the sake of by bringing all the facilities, like for example facilities for the Divyang or the cleanliness or the future crowd. So we have not, or the connectivity, access and egress connectivity. There are plenty of issues that were not actually considered. So, and in the last 150 years, our population has grown from say maybe around 20 crores to, I'm talking about the period where Indian Railway was introduced in 1857. So from 20 crores to 140 crores. So certainly the number of people who are traveling by train has increased enormously, and all these things actually have very has put a lot of pressure on the railway stations. So unless otherwise railway stations are built and then developed to the new level of standard, it cannot serve it. And moreover, there are some interesting aspects to that. Although the stations are developed very modern with modern features, every station has a theme to it, because I have seen some of the stations constructed without any theme. They are like concrete jungles. But as far as this particular Amrit scheme is concerned, all of them are having a clear theme. So in India, each and every place has a theme, whether it is a cultural theme or it is a social theme or it is an economic theme. There is no place without a theme. So, so all of them have been incorporated in this. For example, Kumbakonam railway station was based on Chola architecture. So this is a very interesting aspect. The same way, you take any other station, every station is done like that. So, on the one hand, it should be aesthetically very appealing. On the other hand, it should provide a lot of facilities and comfort to not just people who are abled, but also disabled, or whatever it may be. We call it as Divyang. So in this particular point of time, there is another issue. There is another point also that I want to raise, because India has been developing its infrastructure assets enormously in the last 20 years, 25 years. So as a result, we have a lot of metro stations, we have a lot of airports, we have a lot of power stations, lot of things. So it is also important for us to protect all these assets, and this is where actually the government spending on defense services becomes very, very critical, and they are already doing it. So because we can't have world class infrastructure in our country without being protected by defense services. Otherwise, it is like infrastructure without any guard. So, and that is extremely dangerous. And unfortunately, the government has realized that. I mean, as soon as it came to power in 2014, and they have now the recent Operation Sindoor has proved that India
Yeah,
is
you're right
capable of
about that. Let me
defending
also
its
get
assets.
other voices in. Mr. Dikshu Kukreja, town planner, also with